Star Wars. It is time for Jowo and the remaining 6 other teams to try and close it out here. I don't think, maybe we did and I glossed over it and I apologize, but to clarify to everyone, the 7 teams that currently have a chance to win in this map are teams Jowo, Scummin, and this is currently also in their order of points.
Okay.
Jowo, Scummin, FIFA Kill, Biffle, Wars, Huskers, and Rated. Not only is that positioning in 1st through 8th place in terms of total points, but those are also all the teams that have qualified, with multiple teams right behind them in qualified position. We could get up to 11, 12 teams if no one closes it out here.
Well, that's how it goes with match point, isn't it? Like, you know,
That is how it goes.
That's how it goes. You don't know when it's going to end. We've been so close. 2 times now for the same 2 teams. Your leaderboards right in front of you. Jowo obviously being up there, Scum and FIFA, Biffle, Wars, Huskers, and Rated literally at just 100 points, but that is enough to make it through. Man, 7 teams. Jowo, though, for what it's worth, not going for elims really, kind of like, you know, we were kind of talking about Scummin and Co, like they're at 121, but like even though Jowo and his crew are not going for eliminations, they're playing it safe, they still are leading in points.
I don't think they're doing anything wrong, to be clear, because again, they're getting really good placements and they are getting some amount of kills. So they have a comfortable, you know, 21-point gap between 1st and 2nd. They have been playing the last 2 maps about as well as they could have, specifically in map 6. That zone pull was disastrous, and you can't always anticipate where that's going to go. So I think that was just kind of an unfortunate luck of the draw for them. Fortunate for Tommy's team. If it pulls the other direction, Tommy's team might not win that map. So it really depends, but I think they've been doing everything right. For Scummin's team, who's on screen right now, I would like to see them slow down a bit because their hyper-aggression netted them 26th place. They didn't even get close to closing it out last map.
And that's what I've been commenting on. They need to slow it down. I think they're playing way too aggressive. You have teams that just don't, and solo YOLO players as well, who just don't know how to slow down. It's just not within their DNA. I think Scum and Irrational and Go, that's kind of within them. They're going to continue to be as aggressive as they possibly can. It's scary, though, because you add Biffle and his crew back into play. They now have a chance. It took 2 games for them to catch up and get to a point where they can win. And now they're here, and that scares me because they are a team that I do feel not can necessarily slow it down, but they know how to play in zones very well, and I think they can do a lot of hurting to rosters who have been here for quite some time. But we'll see how it unfolds, man. At this point, let's add in another. Let's add 8.
There's a ladder
Let's
right
add
here.
8. Well, it means one of these teams, including the team on your screen, Z-Smith, Tommy, and Huskers. This is a first look at that trio, mind you. Their first look, and so far you're in the top 8. You've managed to potentially close it out in this map. They've done well. I think they've been a bit inconsistent through some of the maps, but consistently it feels like they've done better and better as the day has gone on. Goes for the initial connection, can't find 1 or 2.
I saw that.
Wisely chooses to back off, and
a lot.
they're fairly center to this early circle. I think happy to just stake it out here and hang out.
Stay where you're at. No reason to get overzealous. Just make sure you watch that grapple up, and you should at least be fine, and avoid PAs. That's what got Jowo in one of the tense moments we saw earlier. Wars on your screen, another team that is looking to go the distance with 108 points to take the victory, running into a little bit of trouble, though. Vision is going to drop off, but he will be picked back up. The hero, Wars, taking out Empathy and Believe, a team that was quickly working their way up the leaderboard, potentially shut down and not able to get any more points.
I don't know if that was a team wipe. I didn't see, so it may have been, but that would have had to be a very fast set of gulag initially for all of them. So that is a team, you're right, they won map 3. They are 16 points from also qualifying to be at match point positioning, as is Unrational's team. So still a chance for them to do it, but you have to be careful. Scummin is full dead. You've got the cash to buy him back. You've got to be tactful, especially when you're in a vulnerable state like this. You know what would be crazy?
What's that?
What if we get toward an end zone for the end of a map, and there's one of the teams at match point who has 1 player alive, they get a jailbreak, then they go on to win.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't have any plays on him.
Your theory crafted. We've had 2 already. We've had 2 today. We only had 1 on Monday. Can we get a third? It's possible. It 100% is. Jailbreaks, the bane of the existence for 7 teams trying to win, but that would be just a nightmare scenario for a 1v1 player, right? And that's where I think you make the push as quickly as you can. Wars continues to play very well. This time, King AJ is going to pick up the slack. Unfortunately, they do lose Visions. He's going to have to go to the Gulag.
And taken down by Z-Laner. Now, we haven't been able to see much of Z-Laner's POV today. I'm trying to take a peek. They're actually, no, Z-Laner, excuse me, they're in 8th place. They're 12 points away at 11 now, considering the kill we just saw Z-Laner get. So, although we haven't seen much of his POV, Z-Laner destroy and co. And I'm trying to take a look. Who exactly is their third? That's Envy. But let's zoom in, see what's going on with a very important Gulag.
Massive Joe. He's 2 for 2 today, going to get stellar moves. A very talented player. You can see it in the shots. Joe down to just a sliver of health, goes for the challenge, and a rare loss. Joe, unfortunately, has to be bought back in, which is going to put quite a bit of pressure on Skullface and Breadman, who most likely are situated at a high point on the map. Now, do they have a portable buy? Will they be able to get to a buy station, get them back in? A lot at stake here for the trio that has heartbreakingly lost 2 maps in a row.
And I do believe that was Ethan Stellar, who is teaming with Pamaj and Pyman. So they are currently in 21st place. But a wrench in the plans for Joe and Co. We'll see if they are able to effectively stabilize. Scummon still full dead. They have that buy station in front of them, but especially in customs, you can never feel too safe about a buy station as opposed to what you might in a kill race, for example. Let's swing over to another team that is at match point. Biffle, Sage, and Shifty, winners of World Series of Warzone. Beautiful shots on the Robstar on the roof. Rips him into the down. Can't confirm the kill, but does give him the freedom to move away to some safer positioning.
There's a team that can handle pressure. This is the epitome of that team, right? They win World Series of Warzone Global Finals. The only trio, at least up to this point, to stay together from what I can see after the Global Finals. Why break up? There's no reason to. This team dominates. They have dominated tournament after tournament, even after and before the Global Finals. They almost look absolutely unstoppable. Biffle, even winning that chaotic game number 5 on Monday, the solo YOLO, earning 20K. He's looking to earn a bit more here. Again, and I have to reiterate, the fact that they're here is scary. Gulag fight rated. Trying to stay alive as long as he can. Going against Holly. Holly, though, putting the gun to Rated and the Molly. Holly, do we have a victory here?
1.5 seconds before that zip comes down. Is Holly going to take it? Doesn't go for it just yet. Rated ready and waiting with the pre-aim. Just in case, but that overtime more than halfway done. And well, someone's got to go, and it's going to be Rated. Holly not quite ready for it. Rated getting it done, and Rated is at exactly 100 points, his team.
Stuck on top.
And so they are qualified for a chance to win. War is another one of the teams in qualifying position up against Desmond. All of them working their way through gulags. Can Wars come out on top?
Oh, good movement. Backing away.
Good movement, but you're down more than a few plates.
That's true, but it's Wars, and he falls. That is so unfortunate for him, but that's the way it goes. Desmond taking him down. We transfer over to another qualifying team. Z-Smith, Tommy, as well as Huskers. Z-Smith ruining the dreams of Joe in those final moments of game number 6, looking to do it again, but even further, looking to win back-to-back. If they do so, they could be $40,000 richer, and they're taking their time, and they have been since the beginning, Katie.
Yes, they have, and this was a team that I pointed out. I really wasn't sure. I'm not sure how well they're going to mesh, and if they can get a good placement, maybe even win today, I think that's really going to be a testament. I don't know if it'll hold out long term, but that certainly will bolster the longevity of that roster as we take a look at what's going on with FIFA. Zigging and zagging around these market stalls. Knows someone down into the city is taking some pot shots, but at least safe for the time being. Although I'm a little concerned, Juki's and Lennon, I don't know if they have no plates available. I don't think so. But not in an ideal position. They need to get resources.
Yes, they do. And they're coming hard. They're talking. And they said they're going to chill in this location for just a little bit. The portable buy station being to the right is hugely beneficial. They also have a real buy station just off to their left. It's an area that's quiet for now. Is it an area that stays quiet? Typically not, especially if you have 2 buy stations here. You're going to have teams funnel in here, funnel into these locations. They want to get the buyback. And maybe a rare opportunity why it's quiet. I think maybe Jukies was trying to get over to the portable buy. Maybe get a UAV could be incredibly valuable. But I think what they want to do is they want to lock in 3 distinct buildings, maybe to triangulate a team that runs through.
I'm gonna lay down on the call.
Something interesting that I believe Husker's team answered for you a couple maps ago. You asked the question, Reflections. Do you go dead center of the map if you're on match point? Because that's where everyone's going to be funneling to, and it's risky. That is exactly what Husker's team has done. I think they're almost dead center. They've gone as high dead center as possible. And specifically for this circle, that works out for them, I think, quite well. Because it might be a little bit boring, but you're free to just sit and hang out for as long as you want. And they take an initial shot. Wait. Do we want to go for it, or do we want to actually start
Don't even aim in.
taking pot shots?
Get ready.
Oh, they're all gonna. They're gonna. 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
20.
And did they get it? Call them out as one shot, and they don't.
I need to throw this now.
But you know what?
That player was fighting for their life.
Fighting for their life, dodging every shot. You said, do they get bored? Right, in regards right to FIFA and his crew. I think in that moment that was kind of like, well, let's just go for it. We're on the roof. We're kind of chilling.
I mean, easy shots like that. Well, not easy, but safe shots like that. That player in the sky is not going to turn on you. So if you have a chance to take out a free kill, even if it's a bit tricky of a shot, that makes sense. But sometimes you have to be a bit more mindful, and the more shots they take, the more they also give away their positioning. But oh my goodness, I don't know what team this is, but you are, and I say that you give away your positioning. The precision in airstrike is coming. Tommy is down, and just like that, disaster, both in the gulag. Joe trying to stay alive, and as we switch over POVs, straight to the gulag, really all of them. I'm not quite sure that was DJ Moss. I'm not sure what was happening with Tommy's team in the chaos of all that, but apparently everyone taking a turn in the gulag.
I think one just kind of stayed up, elevated a little bit too long, get sniped, PA to get the finish. It's clinical. That's what happens all the time, and that's why in this iteration of Warzone, Urzikstan, snipers are deadly.
This is, look at that horizontal zip tie. I believe Unrational's team is on the other, so Tommy's team's on the other building from this horizontal zip. I believe that's where they are, over in that corner. So could potentially...
Oh, they all got back up?
Right here.
Yeah, I think maybe Tommy able to see the door potentially. I'm not sure. Nice initial shots, going for more, but that's going to be a tough ask from that distance. Take a look, though. Tommy able to take down Ebates. And a beautiful headshot onto Ebates, who's down. But now we know 2 of our game-winning teams are on top of 2 of the 3 buildings in this area.
Right. Great position to be in until you have to leave them, especially if you choose to dive off, because you're just going to get absolutely shot out of the air. What they've been doing this entire time. But it's so hard to work your way up. Like you said, the zip line is there from building to building. You're not taking that because they've got that locked in. On top of that, they don't really want to challenge you. They're happy to leave you where you are. We're going to get a lot of answers, though, in just 35 seconds. Where will the new zone be? If it happens to bless these 2 teams on these rooftops, this might be the final game.
And there we go. They've tagged at least one.
And they've won.
Do you go for the shots? Not just yet. Patient on it. Again, you get that 3-2-1. Those cross shots can sometimes make the difference, but they do have at least one airstrike to work with, although... Oh my goodness, the shot comes out, doesn't connect on it. It acts like Unrational team's not even reacting to the initial shot, but they're finally... You see those heads disappear through that doorway, and now the danger of this is that you have to be very careful with the fact that Scum and Steam now knows exactly where you are, and that you have at least a sniper.
And Worst team has been eliminated. A team that has been fighting tooth and nail to get past the 100-point threshold. They do so. They're currently in 5th place with 108 points, but this game, they are done and dusted. Praying any other team, any of the other teams who haven't passed 100 points are able to take them down, or at least the remaining trios, but now there's so many. When you have 7, now 6 trios just all alive, things start to get a bit dicey. Another missed shot. missing again, but that's okay. They're not giving up their positioning. They can afford to take these shots.
Well, I think it goes to show some of these
below us.
snipes, we talked about it, the ADS, it's just a bit awkward handling. Nice connection there, but you got to be careful. They will answer back. And you also have to be mindful of resource usage up here. Unless you have a deployable, you're going through some of those plates. If you put yourself in a situation where you have to leave this rooftop and you don't have plate reserves, that could spell disaster.
100%. Husker's sitting on 3 plates currently. That's all he's got. That is all he has. That is definitely scary. Maybe somebody has a resupply.
Yeah.
And I think Husker's just checked.
I don't know if I can get up.
And I do believe we just checked in. Worst team eliminated from this map, but all 6 other teams that are eligible to win are still alive.
To the bottom of our building.
Wars
Which is bad news for Wars.
It's bad news for Wars, great news for everybody else. And again, that's why I was saying they are praying at this point for anybody else to take them down. Wars, a very talented team without question, but a team that has to look now from the spectator screen. And we've been just kind of chilling with Irrational, Scummin, and Donkey, not going anywhere. You mentioned Tommy's on the opposite building. Zone has still blessed them so far, but we're about to find out where it's going to be going again. If Irrational and Scummin and Co., if that zone is on them, that's going to be crazy.
That is going to be crazy. We'll have to see what happens in just 3 short seconds. Where exactly will this go? And it looks like straight into the center, and may flush multiple of these players all out of these buildings, which is when you'll have to be very careful on those rotations. And that's what he's looking at. Might be taking a peek at Huskers himself, a former teammate. Especially if they can take them out. But a mortar strike, you're going to have to go, and you're going to have to go now. They pop the smoke. They're able to work their way down to the next building. You know that you're going to have a contest on the players to the right. That's Tommy's team. Scummin falls in the process. You know someone's on the staircase. This is an extremely vulnerable position that they found themselves in. How can you survive? And is Scummin even savable right now? I mean, Donkey is there with him. We'll have to see. And there he can, but another mortar strike incoming.
Gotta get out of there. Unrational, he's tempting fate, staying there as long as he possibly can. Down low, though. Redman last alive. His 2 teammates have been eliminated. Don't see a buy station around. Can't get him back into play, at least just yet. Maybe he gets a random portable buy station, but for Breadman, he's in an engagement. He's got to push. He's going up top. No gas mask, though. He's taking quite a bit of damage, and he's got to push straight into 2. I cannot believe he did not get shot. He's now in. He's got to watch his back.
He doesn't have plates. I mean, he has a plate and a sliver, yes. He's taking pot shots at everyone's back. No one seems to be too concerned with him, which is good news for Redman. But you desperately need some sort of plates, anything to help you. But he takes a moment to breathe, shuts the door, and now just a sliver, and goes for the challenge around into the bars. That's going to be slacked on the ground. That might be what you need. Does he have it? Yes, he does. He actually has, I think, the plate crate as well, armor plates. Oh, that is everything that you needed. And it does look like another one of our top 7 teams, FIFA's team, has been fully taken out. That means FIFA and Wars teams out of contention in this map.
Oh my gosh, Biffle back away. Surprise, surprise. 3 are coming up like zombies in a night. Biffle backs away. That trio just to surprise themselves, you have to assume. And now you got a trio locked in the stairway. They can't really push up because they understand at this point in time, like Biffle, Shifty, Sage, well, not Sage, excuse me. They're all waiting. They're all waiting to take you down. But you also can't just forget that they exist there. Portable buy station in the middle, and it is being locked out by somebody else. Our teams that have a chance to win 40,000 are in dire straits.
They are in dire straits. And really, there's not any super ideal situations here. There is at least one player with a buyback, shots into the sky, breaks the armor, trying to connect, and actually manages to. That's Tommy with the team wipe. That means our 3rd of the top 7 unable to win in this map. Biffle still in contention. 10 players remaining. Shifty and Biffle, can you channel that World Series of Warzone excellence
here we go.
and close it out here? It starts with one of the final rotations.
Oh, Shifty's down, though. Wait, did Shifty fall? No, he's alive. He's alive. He's barely alive. 2 more smokes are going to be gathered. You're now down to the top 8. There is no way Shifty, Biffle, Sage go back-to-back when it comes to major tournaments. The first official Warzone 3 tournament. But the opportunity's here. Biffle wins his shots. Not shaky whatsoever. He takes down Belief. Scummin also falls, but he falls as well. That's it.
The pitch comes in, and he's trying to get the self-revive. Is anyone going to notice Biffle? No one notices.
still
cut
alive.
into the middle. The team wipe comes through, and it's going to be Intex. It's going to be Believe. It's going to be Empathy, and it's going to be the 100-point threshold confirmed.
Wow.
They needed 16 points, and they get more than enough. That means